guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching episode 2 of season 11, the final season of The Walking Dead, which is called Acheron. Acheron?
I thought it was Acheron, but
Acheron,
that may be
part
based on
2.
Xena, so that may not be accurate.
So, yeah, it's the second part of the first episode, which basically left on a literal cliffhanger.
A train hanger.
Yeah, a train hanger of Maggie, with Negan sort of having the option to help her up when she was in trouble and seemingly pondering it for a few seconds and deciding to nope the fuck out of there. So we think it's very unlikely that Maggie's going to die.
Yeah.
So probably not what happens, but...
We were a bit mean to bring her back after, 6 seasons away.
Yeah.
Keep her there for 2
3
episodes and then
episodes,
kill her off. They're mean at The Walking Dead. They're not that mean.
That's one of the things with The Walking Dead. I love the show. I've always loved the show. But I feel like from about season, maybe 7 onwards, I don't know. I feel like you kind of know who is and who isn't going to die, or... Yeah. But then saying that,
We thought that about Rick, so...
Well, he didn't die, so... Yeah. But the plot armour that's sort of carried on throughout all of this, I guess, doesn't actually count now that it's the final season. Anyone could technically die. So Maggie could be dead. You never know. Yeah. But I don't think it's likely. We obviously surmised or decided at the end of the last episode that we think... Negan's actually gone to get something or somebody and he's going to come back and help her. There's also the option of, if she does fall and you think she's died, it's a bit like the Glenn Dumpster thing, because we already know that Daryl went under the train, so... She
could always escape that way.
Yeah. But I don't know. And then I think it was Angela Kang I saw her sort of say about the way things kind of play out with Negan and Maggie is very unexpected. And I don't know what to make of that, because I feel like it's kind of expected either that he goes back to help her or that he doesn't, and then, there's a lot of trouble between them. And obviously, like you said, if he doesn't help her, the rest of them are going to...
They will kill him.
Want him dead.
There's no hesitation.
So both of them seem quite predictable. So literally, unless Negan and Maggie just start, making out, which isn't very likely at all...
Would be surprising, though.
Would definitely be a surprise how that works out, but I don't know how they would make that happen.
All right.
At all.
I know what's going to happen. Maggie's going to fall, Negan's going to go away, and then Glenn is going to be one of the walkers and he's going to save her.
that
Coming in for a rescue.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen.
No.
Because we know what happened to Glenn's body anyway, so it wasn't left in Boomerville and left in the new Left 4 Dead level that is wherever the fuck they are right now.
It's
so
Invincible instead.
It's such a Left 4 Dead level. I know I said this in the last one, but they had the Boomer. It's literally, that is a literal level on Left 4 Dead where you have to go through the subway and you have to go through the train. So I feel like they've taken a lot of inspiration from that level. It's literally that level. And there was a Boomer, so just waiting for the witch to show up and the tank and the other people, and it'll be fine. But so we also had the Commonwealth storyline. So we had the group over there, Yumiko and Eugene and Ezekiel and Princess. And they all were going through this kind of interrogation stuff.
Very intense interrogation.
Yeah, very intense interrogation. But we kind of had the idea, because it seemed like, Eugene was doing the best because he could remember every number and detail about his life compared to everybody else. But I thought from the vat of money and stuff that they had outside and the reprogramming, that actually maybe they're trying to get rid of any evidence of what their lives were like before. So actually they may favour the people who were easier to bend to their will or sort of rewrite their brain. Yeah, like Princess, who just kind of has several different realities going on at once. Yeah. But then we also had Yumiko. They were all trying to escape, and Yumiko found a picture of her sister. So she's definitely going to be staying there.
Yeah, definitely. But I think they're not going to abandon her. So I'm guessing all 4 of them are going to stay there and try and work their way in.
I don't know, but I think if she stays, they're not just going to be okay with that. They'll be like, where have your friends gone? They're probably going to punish her for, you know, staying and not telling them where the rest of them are. Yeah. But I don't know whether that will happen. I still want to know whether Stephanie's a real person and whether there's like a thing that they can have with, you know.
I'm kind of hoping they all eventually make their way into the Commonwealth and they're kind of accepted there, and Stephanie's there and she's cool. And it turns out that they're a bit strict on entry because there's a freaking zombie apocalypse going on. But once you're inside, they're actually quite nice. And then it'll be kind of
I'd like to think so.
Commonwealth versus the Reapers. That would be
But you never really know. Like, you know, from what I know about the comics and things like that, is that the Commonwealth are kind of the better guys and then the CRM are the not so good guys. So hopefully it does work out that they're actually
crazy
pretty
Reaper
decent.
Men.
Yeah, there is the Reaper guys as well.
Maybe that's the CRM, the crazy Reaper men.
Oh, I see. What you did there, I see it. But no, I think that obviously, yeah, you brought up that we do have the Reapers as well, so that's the whole scary thing. But where they're trying to go to is Maggie's old community to take all the stuff back from, you know, the Reapers, who are supposed to be hella scary if they get out of this situation anyway. So,
I quite like the idea that there's actually only about 5 or 10 of the Reapers. They're just fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like spec ops and red berets.
There's been a lot of military stuff and references in this, so we'll see how that goes.
They're clearly building to something.
And do you have anything else that you want to add before we jump into it?
Nope.
Really excited about this.
Yep.
I thought it was a good, strong opening episode, so I'm excited to see how it plays out. A lot of questions. Hopefully it's not the predictable way, so I want to see what actually happens in the story. So guys, if you like our reactions, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified of any future uploads as soon as we upload them. The link to our Twitter is down below in the description. We also hold regular polls over there. And apart from that, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this thing.
Creepy music.
Previously on...
Oh, going straight into that. Is that her trying not to be ripped down? Yeah.
Yeah, and failing miserably.
Yeah.
Oh, they're under there as well.
Pulled under the train. Oh no, but that's going to attract more. Don't do the noise.
I think at this point it's more just a question of take as many out as you can. I wonder if like a Whisperer is going to come out and rescue her. Who's left over from the Whisperers?
I think they're pretty much all dead.
Oh well.
So they went over to go in anyway. So what is...
Good to see he's still got his anger issues.
Yeah. Is Negan going to come down and then... No Maggie? Yep.
Yep. He's already clocked it.
Well, no, he just doesn't like him.
Where's Maggie? She was right behind me.
Come on, dude. No one's going to fucking believe that.
She'll be able to say as well. Well, he thinks she's going to die then.
Yeah.
Somebody looks me up and go out there, you're dead. She'll be best if you try. She wants us to keep moving forward.
Well, they all just bought that off Negan.
Yeah, real tight family you got there, Mags.
What is Negan playing at? Oh, he is just trying to have her killed then. So conflicted and confused.
And then Daryl's just off on his own little adventure with Doug.
People have said in the comments, like, you know, it's not like he owes her anything now. I mean, I still feel like he kind of does, but it's more what I want Negan to do. And it's not doing what I want him to do.
Oh, that's not good.
That's true. So people must have sheltered in there at some point.
Yeah.
It seems like right at the beginning.
Yeah. This must have been like one of the very, very early attempts.
Well, they would have found out pretty early on that it comes for them all, like, you know, that everyone's infected no matter what.
The Commonwealth, that was a wallet-sized photo of you, which means it was in your brother's wallet, which means he kept the wallet on him in the apocalypse, possibly for 10 plus years. And who does that? He sounds awesome. What? And also, what did you say?
I thought it was her sister.
So what's the plan?
Yeah.
Maybe, unless it was her brother's photo of them two.
Someone here's in charge, and I'm gonna speak to that person. Cold as ice, demand result. What? Nothing. It's your bro. You sure you can be cold as ice?
I thought it was the sister.
Comes
So
naturally.
did I. Yeah.
I love my brother.
Oh,
I
wait.
haven't seen him in a really
I think the note was saying love you, sis, because the note was from him to her.
Doesn't
Right.
matter. I'll be fine as long as I can speak to that.
Ezekiel's gone.
What?
No, fuck.
In anticipation of the next question, I looked everywhere, asked around, no one's saying anything. Knows what we did, and he's just the first domino to fall. In anticipation of your phone, I don't know that I'm freaking out. It's probably because he told off the big guy.
Oh, yeah.
Big guy.
Oh God.
Just talk to them.
I'd like to speak to somebody who can actually give
What if they're helping him
Yeah.
with his
You want to speak to my
lump?
supervisor? That's right. We want to talk to the manager.
Okay, Karen.
They're just like, you sure?
It's going to be the red guy.
Yeah.
And he's going to be pissed. Oh.
Oh man. Mum didn't listen. It's weird though, because that's what Rick did with. It's just real flashbacks of the start and Rick turning on the radio every day, obviously, to try and speak to Morgan, and then.
Wasn't that the bunny they found outside? 90% sure the bunny those kids had was the one he was looking at last episode.
No, I was just wondering if it was. What's his name? The one that was twins, that was friends with Beth and then died.
Oh. That's...
I'm not sure why you're here.
This woman's
You've already
face
been
annoys me.
assessed. You think you've been assessing me? I've been assessing you. You don't know anything about your community's large and organized. There's a bureaucracy, and you're part of it. You probably had a job like this before the world fell. I'd say forensic psychologist.
Oh.
Perhaps you were an academic. Your role is to assess threat for your community. You ask about who we were because someone above you has decided that that's a good baseline position from which to judge who we are. You raked one of my people over the coals due to a $2 bill, which makes me believe your currency is the US dollar.
That might be.
You use familiar money as a powerful psychological tactic.
Shit, she's good. She's way better than
Smart.
us.
Yeah.
You want to understand what we're capable of. The truth of it is, you need to justify your existence too. Given that at the end of the day, you just need to rely on your gut instinct about whether or not the person across from you will or won't murder you in your sleep.
She's good.
Stop moving. You're taking my nerves over the edge to a proverbial 11 on the scale of 10.
Help it. We've been waiting and waiting, and now I have to be really, really bad.
All that moving isn't going to help.
Remember,
No, we're splitting up.
Eugene, if that fine-ass dude in the orange suit just walked in with a coffee, things must be going good for Yumiko, right? Vázquez, ¿verdad?
A tu servicio.
¿Tú crees que hay alguna manera que yo pueda ir afuera y usar el hoyo donde usted hace que la gente orine?
I'm guessing that was just a conversation about where's the toilet. So. Oh dear. Eugene, you do not have any chill or poker face.
Oh no.
Oh no. What are they going to do to her?
I'm more worried about if she was getting rid of witnesses, what they're going to do to him.
I don't know. He followed. I don't know.
It's the way he looked at Eugene after the other guard left. Got me a bit freaked out.
Yeah, well, I was more worried for Princess, but either way, really. Just that Eugene has like no chill or poker face. He just looks terrified.
Yeah.
Which isn't great.
He can't play the game the way that
And he's
Yumiko
progressed so
Princess
much,
can.
and yet he still just shows his fear.
Don't fight zombies in a tunnel.
I know, it's like the caves last season already.
Oh god, that was...
Seriously, nobody was like, "Where's Maggie?"
Yeah, I mean that doesn't quite sit with me. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that the roof? Walkers.
Could be Maggie.
Yeah, that's not what.
Yeah,
It's below us. Morse code.
it's Maggie.
SOS.
It's Maggie. So Negan
Maggie.
left me. Murdered
And
his
he's
ass.
shitting himself.
Yeah.
Look at his face.
What the fuck are you doing, Negan? Come on.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I'm so conflicted. I'm like, yes for Maggie, but like, no for Negan.
Negan is now fucked. Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna fuck him up. Oh man.
I slipped. He saw, and he left me to die.
Okay. So what?
You're just admitting it? You tried to kill her.
No. She was in trouble and I didn't help. There is a big difference.
The lawyer would argue that.
Him.
She was just talking about murdering me. And yet somehow, I'm the big ol' asshole because I didn't risk my nuts for her. I'd have been a golden goddamn asset for every single one of you. I killed Alpha.
Yeah.
So yeah, because if I hadn't done that, every person you know, their skull would be on a spike. I did what needed to be done.
We can get through the city without him.
No, you can't.
Maybe they're gonna find some sort of actual respect level. What? Oh, who's that? That was the one they lost earlier.
Oh, the one that ran away with their supplies.
Or got lost with the supplies. The kid.
How'd he get in there?
Did you close it, Gage?
No, they're not just going to let him die.
Sasquatch.
Well, she's going to do the same call. It's exactly what Negan did. It's just that you care about her more. This is brutal.
I mean, they've got like a good 45 minutes to get him through.
Oh, because he ran.
Oh, fuck.
Doesn't matter, he's like 16.
Yeah.
Come on.
Listen, we have time. We can get that door open.
We don't have the ammo to clear them.
Let us go.
Brutal, man. That is so brutal.
Yeah.
I can't.
He looks really young. It's just how they are now. Oh, this is so rough. Oh.
It's a quicker ending, cleaner. I'll probably do the same.
Oh. Going through the head or something, man. Oh my god. Not again. See, it's still getting ripped apart. Why would you even... slit your throat or something. Fuck.
And he's just locked eye contact with Maggie the whole fucking time.
That's so rough. They were just watching. Like, I couldn't watch that. His Negan's off on the side, just not looking. But he's just proved exactly the...
Yep. They have no grounds to fuck with him after that.
Yeah. They're clearly just doing everything so they dislike him, and he's kind of proving that point. If they want him there, they should start treating him like he's part of it.
Yeah. Shit'll get off the pot.
I mean, if he'd killed my husband, though, I'd still be pretty upset.
I'm waiting for my friend Yumiko. She's in that room right there. I was wondering if you might be able to provide or procure for me an ETA for when she might be done.
No one's in there.
What?
Yep. She drank the coffee, she went to the Commonwealth.
My other friend went to use the ladies'
What
room.
friend? I need you to leave.
Where?
Now.
Oh, that's really,
Fucking
really
hell.
good.
Oh, Eugene. Oh, no. Why is he following him? I swear if they hurt Eugene, I would flip out. This episode is tense.
Yeah. Jesus. Fuck.
Come on, shake hands. All friends now. I still think him mentioning Glenn in the last episode was out of order, though. Oh,
We don't need that.
no. Now he's super pissed. Does he just look young? Because I swear he's like probably the youngest from that group,
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
You guys don't want to look at it. Why? Why won't you look at him? All that is the shell of a man who died a coward.
A boy who ran away when he was scared.
You didn't deserve to die like that. The worst way imaginable.
There are worse ways. Before I found Elijah and his people, Herschel and I were alone for a long time.
Oh, it's story time.
One day we came across this man kneeling by a turned over grocery cart. He said, could we help him? And he said he'd give us food for our trouble.
He lied. He obviously lied.
I knew that he was a liar,
Okay, good.
but I was starving. So we followed him back to his house. I held a knife to his throat and reached in his pocket. And I pulled out the chloroform rag he was going to use on me. Stuffed it in his mouth. And I went and searched the house. There were these three... I wouldn't call them men. They came after me, but I handled them.
Like zombies or
The
live
house
people?
was quiet.
Something in
Except for
between.
this thudding sound that was coming from upstairs in the attic. And I thought maybe they had people tied up there. So I walked to a door at the end of this hallway. And at the top of the stairs is this shadow rocking.
The witch. This is Left 4 Dead.
And I fell down the stairs. It came right at my feet. And it was a walker. Her arms and her legs had been cut off. And stitched up.
Oh.
Her eyes gouged out. No tongue, as she was wheezing through an open, cauterized gash in her throat. And her belly was round and full. And whatever was inside of there was trying to get out.
Oh, man.
And I went upstairs and there were three more just like her.
Oh, my God.
Their hearts were still beating. And do you know the first thing I thought?
Oh.
I saw an episode of X-Files just like that.
If they're alive, there must be food here.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, that paints such a horrible, horrible story.
Now don't feel anything when I tell you that, because that is what's out there. What we have Because if it isn't,
It means we were lucky. It means that nobody has it figured out. Nobody ever did. And nobody ever will.
Bonding. That was I don't we'll discuss that story later, but is he alive or dead?
Oh, is that the other guy?
Oh shit. Does it make dogs sick if he like bites on their flesh?
Nah, dogs eat all kinds of gross shit.
Dog's just like, I'm saving everyone. Like running around like, got this guy, got this other guy. Hey Dad. I don't think this guy's going to be saved.
That is it.
Ain't good. No, but don't waste that on me. That's all I got. Tell my kids I didn't die, coward.
If Daryl's struggling with that, he should have seen what they did on the train.
I think they're actually quite lucky Daryl wasn't on the train.
Yeah,
I think he would have either broken the door or beaten the crap
Yeah,
out
I
of
feel
someone.
like he wouldn't have been okay with the way they dealt with that situation.
Absolutely not. He would have been Team Alden in that particular fight.
Well, your earlier mistake's going to come back to haunt you.
Yep.
Oh, he looks pissed.
Quite literally.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Alden has come, not Alden, what was he called? Gage has come back to haunt them. Why not just smash the mirror? And no, he couldn't fit a leg through that fucking...
Glass.
Yeah, I don't want a mirror.
Oh, I thought, yeah, smash the glass and then just pick them off, like...
Oh, that way, yeah, that works too.
narrow down the,
Yeah.
space that they can kind of come through.
300 style.
That's it. There we go. We've got the tank guy I'm trying to open. Just shoot him now. I don't know why they're waiting.
Because they want to build up the tension.
They're making a lot of decisions in this that I wouldn't, which either means that they're stupid or I would die very quick. So... Oh,
So
you
you
got
got
two.
three.
That was sick.
That's why shotguns are the best guns.
Is Daryl gonna come help? Yeah.
Oh, he's going to come from the other side. He's going to be able to move the blockage. Nice.
In Left 4 Dead, as I keep referencing, shotguns were always my weapon of choice. Before you could hit people with a guitar, because that was always kind of funny.
Natch.
It's like No Way Out in season 6 all over again. Just montages of them all.
Oh, crap. They're coming from the other direction as well.
It's giving it to Negan.
Oh.
There we go.
He just shoots from the back of the head.
She knows he knows what he's doing. This is what you should have done in the first place! Oh, I'm getting annoyed. Don't let the door open, just get them through the fucking tiny opening. Yep,
Did
No
you
Way
learn
Out
nothing from
montage.
Leonidas?
One of my favourite episodes ever. Season 6.
Does Daryl? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, Daryl.
Is he going to see the dead kid?
I got shotgun blast to the face.
Why is dog whining?
He's been whining since the last fight.
Okay. Oh, so he's coming up behind the ones that are closing in on them.
Yeah.
He's got that grenade though.
Yeah, he's gonna just roll it in the middle and paint the walls with them.
But does he know that his people are on the other end of that? Oh.
Oh, it's time for a Daryl fucks shit up montage.
God, Daryl. Oh, I've got the chills in this bit.
When in doubt, have Daryl fuck shit up.
He's just like aces with every weapon in existence, basically.
He's had enough practice by this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Yep. Yeah.
Paint the walls!
Oh, it's a sticky carriage. Clean up in carriage 7. Jesus. Won't that noise just also attract more though?
Oh, yeah.
I'm liking the way this is all going.
Oh, that's not good.
They're threatening him with torture now. No?
Just alerting him to the fact that they have
Where he
nasty
keeps his
things.
pen is also where he keeps all his horrible...
Yeah. Bag of tricks.
Well, they know that he's the one that's going to
What
spill.
have you done with my traveling companions? They're being processed. Processed? As in administratively? Processed as in bologna or other meat stuffs? This inquirer mind needs to know.
But if they're smart, they should know that he would also be really helpful to their group.
I bet
Like,
that you
he is a
can't
genius.
lie for shit.
Oh.
So don't lie. Okay? I wasn't going to. I'm going to give you 2 questions. You're going to give me 2 answers. Truthful ones. You do that, you get to go.
You just know what the questions are going
It's
to be.
that simple. Where is your settlement?
Oh, God.
And why were you at that train
He's
station?
either going to lie and they'll know, or he's going to tell them.
Frankly, I wanted to speak up before this, but I was afraid of what my friends would think.
He's going to tell them.
No, I think he's going to lie.
Well, he actually is quite good at lying. He fooled them all that he's a scientist and there was a cure.
That's great.
In the course of our travels, I found this radio. Night after night, I would speak into the void, holding on to a what if.
He's already lied, hasn't he? As I said on the travels.
Then the voice came back from said void.
Didn't he tell Stephanie that he's from a settlement,
I
though?
think so, yeah.
Tones. We laughed. We sang Iron Maiden. And we wanted to meet. I got my friends to go to that train yard under the guise of asking whoever showed up for help for us 3. So yes, I lied. I lied to Stephanie about being from a large settlement because I was afraid that maybe she was not who she said she was. I'm not one for whom any relationship come easy, particularly those with the fairer sex. And I am in fact a virgin,
Oh.
even though I have observed.
Yeah, we all know about that. It's not what you wanted to hear.
Rolling back your titters. So here I am, very relieved to get that off my chest.
Do they buy it?
Because everything else I've said up to this point has been a goddamn truth.
What? Is he just fucking with them?
I have no idea. Oh, that's... I recognise that plait anywhere. Have they dumped him back at the train yard?
I'm so nervous right now. I swear to God, if they hurt Eugene, I would flip out.
Eugene and Dog are the only 2 that absolutely must survive. Oh, we
Oh,
finally,
God. Oh, thank God.
we finally get to meet Stephanie.
Do we?
I hope so. I saw at least one lady in the background that could be her.
Yeah. On a radio.
Maybe they were just waiting to see if the people there had any balls. If they
Yeah.
were willing to stand up for themselves, or if they were just gonna...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Toe
Because
the
he's a
line.
bit...
Where'd they take you?
An infirmary gave me this nasty herbal cough syrup, and I slept. And then they brought Yumiko to visit. Then they took us to a holding room with Princess, and then they brought us here.
He's like actually a really nice dude. He just looks angry all the time.
When you walk through these doors, you'll be escorted to orientation by a beat cop. Welcome to the Commonwealth.
Is this Stephanie? Is
Oh.
it Stephanie?
Please be Stephanie.
Which one of you is Eugene?
Not looking his best, gotta say.
I'm Stephanie.
Dude locked out!
Oh, I'm really happy.
And now something horrible is going to happen, because we need balance in this show.
Daryl's gonna go, what happened to the kid? Are they outside again? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're stars, right? What's that about? Are they gonna make out?
Wouldn't be the craziest thing that's happened this episode.
It would be weird.
I was wondering if he was like, are you going to say I can keep it?
Who's that?
I think he's like, you can have it, but just let me know I'm still like... But so Maggie seems to be the leader now, which I guess makes sense because she led Hilltop. Oh, he's alive.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I thought he was being fully left for dead. This is going to be Reaper shit, isn't it? Oh, God.
This place sure has gone to shit since last time I was here.
Oh, man.
Fucking hell. Just
Whoa.
keeps going.
Doesn't look like the kind of place you want to walk in.
Let's double back. We can cut through.
Oh.
But
Damn it, they got me.
I mean, it doesn't look like somewhere to go through. Oh,
Oh,
no.
what the actual fuck.
I'm
He
guessing
looks
they're the Reapers.
fucking massive. Ah, you bastard. Fuck you.
So I'm guessing they're the Reapers.
Yeah, that's a...
But like that, there's so many flashbacks in. I mean, it's going to happen when we've had this many seasons. But there was like so many flashbacks between like, so the kind of feeling it gives you. So like that bit was really reminded me of the Saviors, like the way that they would kind of have people strapped up and it would be like a block in the road, and it was like, this isn't somewhere we want to go through, which is probably why Negan was like, we don't need to go through here.
Yeah, he was like, this is exactly the same kind of shit I used to do. I know exactly what's waiting at the end of this road, and it's not us.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
But obviously then there's other flashbacks, like the note that Daryl found really reminded me of Rick in the like first season when he was radioing, but he was radioing every day as well to try and find his wife and kid, and you know, and then the dad was like, oh, and the sort of message to him, and they obviously didn't find each other, but luckily for us, obviously Rick did.
Would have a short series if you hadn't.
There's a lot of Left 4 Dead stuff with the trains and whatever, but and you get grenades and that too, but just a lot of like cool sort of flashbacks to other parts, and then Maggie's kind of story time of which I will get onto in a minute, but
that's fucked up.
I thought this episode was really good, and like
fucking intense.
Yeah, but it gave me all the kind of feels of like The Walking Dead that I love. Like it was tense, but also quite scary at points. Like the bit at the end, especially with them all strung up and just that whole like road. You're just like, felt really like, you know. And then Daryl with his gun through the thing, that gave me like proper chills because he just looked super cool. And then we had the whole like, I call it the No Way Out montage because that's one of my favourite episodes from season 6, and that was the montage of them all basically just taking on the Horde. I do think it's a bit harsh because they probably could have saved that kid.
Probably,
just done that anyway, like, you know. But I guess they were struggling to get the door open, and then we just left it to the zombies to open. But they should have just shot them all through the glass. But whatever. And also I was really happy when Eugene found Stephanie and he's gone through there, and it looks like the Commonwealth are good. I mean, it's still going to raise a lot of other issues because they'll have Commonwealth and they'll have them become part of the settlement and, you know, the part. But then there is the issue that they still have people back home that they want to go to. I mean, are they just trying to scope it out to then be like, actually, we do have a settlement that we'd like to bring here because they need to see whether it's safe and stuff to bring
kind
it
of an advanced party just to scout it out, check to see if they're as legit as they sound.
But then would they be upset with them because they've technically lied about
that?
I'm
pretty sure they knew he was lying.
Well, it was really confusing what he actually said because he was kind of like, he did that whole act thing which was 95% truth and then like a few lies sort of thrown in, and then at the end it was like, and everything I told you up until this point has been the truth, as in all the other stuff. It was really...
It's quite ambiguously phrased.
Yeah, unless it was like kind of like what a bit of a power play, kind of like what Yumiko did and Ezekiel did, where it was like, I can actually tell you what the fuck I want and you'll believe me. You know, I'm playing you kind of situation.
Like, it does kind of seem like basically everything we thought last episode was wrong. We thought they were burning the cash because they were trying to get rid of the old world. Actually,
like
seems they're trying to kind of. They're kind of trying to hold on to the last vestiges of the old world. And the reason they were burning the money is basic economy.
Well, they weren't burning it. They just had it in a big vat, I think. Well, it said incineration.
Yeah, I think basically they'd taken some of the money out of circulation to maintain like a basic economy. Like they do that. People do it all the time. They take money out of circulation. But that's why it was marked for incineration, because they wanted to make sure that someone didn't find it and try and reintroduce it to make themselves richer.
But ultimately, if the Commonwealth is a good place,
which it seems to be,
then they'll want to obviously get the rest of their group, considering they're all starving and going through all this shit. If there's any of them left at the end of the, you know, that was the one thing I had sort of spoiled for me. It wasn't really a spoiler. It just said that like we lost a character, and to be fair, I don't think that kid was a character before the last episode, or maybe he was. I think he might have been in the previous like seasons, but just not there a lot. Yeah. But I felt like it was pretty dark.
It was, yeah.
because he was clearly the youngest one, and it was like, yeah, he ran away, but he was also like scared, and then they all just like watched him die. It just felt really brutal, especially as Daryl then like managed to save the old guy, and then the kid.
For all the good it did.
Then Maggie's story. So
That fucking story.
I took from that. I say this without it being really gross, but I took from that they had living women that they'd basically cut off their arms and legs in any way of them trying to get away, so that they could abuse them. And then, because she said she found one of them was dead, that fell down the stairs. And her belly was full, and whatever was inside it was trying to get out. So she was pregnant, I assume.
Yeah.
And she had a baby zombie inside there. But she said she found 3 others, but their hearts were still beating. As in, there were 3 that were alive that were in the same situation. I don't know whether they were pregnant, but, you know. And he said she was like these deformed guys that they could only call men. I don't know what that is. I think they were alive, but maybe like inbred or something. I don't like.
What I was thinking, like I sort of was on a similar path, but I'd veered slightly into even more messed up. In that the old guy had a little harem of zombie nuggets that he was enjoying, and the gross half men were the kind of mutant, half human, half walker offspring.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
been
think
produced through that messed up. Like they weren't men because they were sort of from from.
Well,
Dead
I don't
Sea,
think
but
that's possible. And like
Is
to
it
say
though?
men, it's only like 10 years after the start of the apocalypse, so it wouldn't make any
I think
sense.
I was gonna say I referenced it briefly during the episode, but there was an episode of The X-Files which actually was aired once and was then banned from ever airing again, because basically it was a very similar thing. It was about this like sort of family of fucked up super rednecks living in the middle of the forest, and they had a lady. It wasn't quite sure if it was like their sister or their mum that they kept under the bed and were having having other kids with, and it was super messed up, and they were just big bags of disease.
I get that, but
so it
it's
could
like-
be it was a kind of a reference to that sort of type of situation.
Well, yeah, I don't understand like
But either
all
way,
of
it's
it,
fucked up.
but yeah, I think
Yeah.
there was some abuse going on in that
Yeah.
awful situation. And actually, Maggie, when she went and killed them all, was probably doing them a favour. I mean, what kind of a life can you have when you're going to be that mentally disturbed? You don't have arms or legs, and ugh. But yeah, like it's Walking Dead's gone really dark. So I mean, it is dark anyway. It's just in a different way, and that's kind of the way that they can surprise you. I feel like there's like
Surprise and
elements of like old school Walking Dead, and I said that with the Whisperer season as well, and the way that it kind of brought up the horror and
Brought
it
the
was
fear back to
creepy
the
and stuff.
walkers.
Yeah, but this one is like, especially getting to see them as a group on the road again,
Yeah,
which is kind of what I loved about the earlier seasons and
absolutely.
stuff. I feel like once it was great that they found settlements and stuff, but I feel like it took away from a bit of that like survivalist
Yeah,
world exploration thing that they had, and finding shit like that that's really creepy and messed up, and like how they deal with those different situations. And it's really interesting seeing them do that now, because some of them were like pushed. Rick had went through his phase of just being like so far gone from the shit that they'd seen when they were on the road that he
Red Rick.
yeah, he took some adjusting when he went back to like Alexandria and stuff. But seeing all of them now, and the way that they also stood there while they let the kid die, Gabe and everyone, they're just like, that's it. It's so cold. It's the kind of thinking that Shane had in the first season, and and everybody was like, that's terrible. It's like,
Nope, it's just ahead of the curve.
yeah, and now that's kind of how it is. But it is interesting what they say, because it's like it's survivalist and it's brutal, but it is also trying to preserve a way of life that is nice and better than what they're doing, which is obviously what Negan then said, and they bonded over. So I found
Hashtag Negan was right.
I found it surprising. Obviously, it makes perfect sense kind of how it played out, but it was surprising because I was expecting there to be much more of an uproar when they were like, "Where's Maggie?"
Yeah, that didn't really sit right with me.
I mean, he's right. I don't think he was that believable, but it's right if she was just behind it. I mean, and I get that they would be like, well, we can't go out there and get her. That's what she'd want them to do, which was then proved by the whole leaving that kid outside.
Yeah.
But the fact that, you know, they were arguing that with him, and that she was like, oh, he left me, and then immediately they did the same thing to the kid, and like, and then Maggie gave him the gun, and he sort of finished her sentence, you know. And then he obviously gave the gun back, and that was weird, that little like hold on that he did. But I think it was kind of like, I'm giving you this back, you are still in charge, but like, don't push me.
I'm not going to be your
don't
whipping
take
boy.
the piss, like, here. And so that's interesting. I like the way that that's going. Yeah, and dog's still alive.
Dog survived another dog.
I wonder if we're going to get to see much of, like, because this looks like this is going to get pretty extreme pretty quickly, and we've been following them. Sorry. I wonder if we're going to see much of, like, the people back at Alexandria, if anything's happening with them. We've got, like, major players like Carol and stuff like that. We've still got Connie out missing somewhere.
I was thinking about that. They're in a bit of a dodgy situation right now, because you've got sort of Team Commonwealth who are doing big things and are sort of scouting the new area, and then you've got Team McGaggy who are seemingly going up against the Reapers and trying to find some food.
Why do you call them McGaggy?
From The Simpsons.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why it stuck with me, and she slightly annoys me, so I
What, Maggie?
Yeah. Basically, so we've got that whole crew who are doing their whole thing and going up against the Reapers. And then that's it, we've got some fairly major players, but really they're just kind of sitting in Alexandria doing repairs. And it's like, we don't really need another episode of Carol and the Soup.
Don't.
So it's like, I kind of want them to have some sort of plot, but at the same time, we've got two fairly huge plots going on right now with sort of the potential fight against the Reapers and all the Commonwealth stuff. So it's like,
I don't think that's going to happen, but they're going to have to be put into play at some point, because there are some pretty major players staying back at the Alexandria, and there is the whole, like, Connie question.
I definitely want to see more from Connie quite soon. I don't want
I want to know what's happened to
this
her.
kind of third of the season to pass without something from Connie. But I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see a huge amount of Team Alexandria for the next kind of probably 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, well, both of the other ones could feed back into them in any way as well.
I mean, I have a feeling that once whoever survives their encounter with the Reapers will flee back to Alexandria, and then the Alexandria plot will become versus the Reapers.
I think with this one, hopefully they're just going to manage to escape that situation, because I don't think they would be able to survive a conflict with them, but it's going to involve them being pretty much on the back foot and on the run from them. And it's bad because obviously this was a detour to one of the supply drops that she was supposed to know. This isn't actually the place that they stole from them. No. So, you know. But, I mean, having them work together, like when she gave Negan the gun, there's something really exciting about seeing, like, a team sort of headed up by, you know, Maggie, Negan and Daryl. You've got, like, Dog, and you've got Gabriel as well.
With his massive shotgun taking out 3 heads at once.
Yeah, like, this is a fighting squad that
I mean,
happy about.
There's not much that I think wouldn't fall before the combined might of Negan, Maggie, Daryl, Gabe, and the tank, whose name I've forgotten, but the tank.
Yeah,
with his
he's
fucking dirty great sledgehammer. Huge, he's gonna fuck some shit up. But yeah, I do think it is just a little bit early for any kind of decisive battle. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be doing a kind of a retreat. Yeah. I've forgotten what the
That's all they can do at that
withdrawal
point,
campaign right now.
Run the hell away.
The question is, do they run to the supply dump, or do they try and get back to Alexandria?
I think they were trying to get to the supply dump. I think the road to the supply dump was what was covered in all those.
Well, then do they head straight to Meridian?
I think that's probably the idea. Or first of all, they just try and find somewhere that's safe. Yeah.
They are in a lot of trouble. Big old heap of
It's interesting that most of the Reapers, they seem to all be wearing masks. Which obviously the guy that Maggie brought back also is a mask wearer. Doesn't mean that he's part of the Reapers, but maybe he was and he's, you know, escaped them or whatever. Interesting.
They were some pretty cool masks.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, with this 2-part one, well done, Walking Dead.
Yeah, that was an absolutely killer, literally, intro to the season. You pretty much couldn't have done any better.
You have successfully grabbed our attention. We're excited for the rest of the season.
Oh, yes.
Do you have anything else to add before we wrap it up?
Nope.
So guys, if you like our reactions, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified of any future uploads as soon as we upload them. The link to our Twitter is down below in the description, and you can head over there for some regular polls that we do on Walking Dead and lots of the other shows that we react to. Also, if you have any other shows that you'd like to see us react to, please do let us know down in the comments. And apart from that, I'll see you next time.
See you around.